we have ourselves a rather important game to start today. It's Manchester City away. They're 5th in the table. We also have a side above us in the table today as well, with Newcastle in the last game of the day, I believe. They're currently 2nd, but only on goal difference behind Liverpool. If, and it is the biggest of ifs, we can beat City, we will go within 3 points of the top 2, with Newcastle left to play today. But we lost to Arsenal yesterday, and I fear we may well lose to City again today as well. We drew with them in the Community Shield, but lost on penalties. So we don't have a 100% record against them so far this season. Can you count a draw and then loss on penalties as a 50% record? Maybe? Because we drew. We didn't actually lose in regulation time, and in league terms, we would have gotten a point. They're without John Stones, as you can see, who's apparently in the UEFA Team of the Year for defenders at Real Madrid. So we'll find out their starting lineup in due course. Saying thank you to those of you on the board behind me, though, for your continued support in the comment section. Today it's Richard Francis, Cody Cooper and Thomas Penn. Keep those comments coming. Keep those likes coming as well. It really helps the content and helps the channel grow, and I appreciate that very much indeed. So thank you for that. Xerxes got a hat-trick. It was quite the game in the Europa League last time out, but it's 4 Premier League games today on the agenda, and hopefully as many points as physically possible. We start at the Etihad. We shall head there now. Hopefully we can channel the raid and positive energy into a positive result, but it's a big derby day here away from home. Like we say, we lost to them in the Community Shield, but that was only on penalties after a 0-0 draw. We're better than we were, but one imagines so are they, so it's not going to be straightforward. But hopefully we can keep our run of form going, and if we can win here and then beat Newcastle at the end of the day, we might be challenging for top of the table over the Christmas period. Only 1 goal and no assists in 13 Premier League appearances for Kevin De Bruyne so far this season. He is not performing for Manchester City. Erling Haaland has 7 in 15. Phil Foden has 7 in 15. So they're the 2 danger men, but that probably went without saying, really, didn't it? City have a particularly strong lineup, as you might well imagine. Ederson in goal for them. Fardiol, Akanji, Diaz and Walker. Rabiot and Rodri. De Bruyne sat behind Grealish, Haaland and Foden. Yikes. That's particularly strong. They've got David Alaba on the bench, as well as the usual suspects. Although, of course, as we mentioned earlier, no John Stones involved because he's a Real Madrid player now. Come on. Let's at least not lose the derby and get a little bit of payback for the Community Shield final if we can. Lovely interception by Man Utd to start things off. Let's send Kingsley Coman away, shall we? Rodri's not going to have the pace to deal with it. They did that in the Community Shield final, though. That step sends me every time. Mazraoui with the delivery. Hits Kyle Walker square in the chest, and we'll have a throw after 5 minutes. Try and take it quickly. Find some space if we can. Space is going to be at a premium here, I feel. Haaland? Hoyland. Haaland plays for them, Ches. I saw the H in the number 9 and my brain just went straight to Haaland. Yeah, I've been playing with Rasmus for a few games now, Ches, if you don't know. Oh, Ederson's going to come for it. Just trying to ping it about quite quickly. And maybe they won't quite be able to deal with it. I've been so underwhelmed with Bruno Fernandes in this save, I can't even begin to tell you. But I get the feeling that it's probably the tactics, and I don't know as anyone I would put in that role, regardless of how good they were, would have more of an impact. Erling, don't let him run at you. Get in there, Matthijs. Good lad. Well done. Bruno spreads it. He's good in the build-up, Bruno, but I don't really have much of an end product. Don't feel like we get many assists from him, or many goals either. Kobbie Mainoo. It's Kingsley Coman! Oh, and there's a screamer! That's a goal worthy of Derby Day. Kingsley Coman joined us in the summer, and that is worth every penny if it's the winning goal. Replay, please. Scenes on the away bench. Glum faces in the stands, but that is a peach. Pick it out, Ederson. Right in the top corner. No chance. Let's go. Oh, I tried to get there and couldn't. Even move my own leg towards the ball then. Haaland. De Bruyne. Try and get Mainoo involved in the middle. Oh, don't let Erling through the gap. Strike, save. Just make sure. Take no risks. Nana probably could have done better with that, but goalkeepers on 25 do tend to parry a lot, don't they? And I'm glad he did on that occasion, parrying Erling Haaland's header into the post. Holy bumholes, that was very nearly 1-1. Come on. Holding him out with 2/3 of the way there. Yes, Manuel Ugarte. Change for them. Grealish off. It's Bernardo Silva perhaps coming on. It is indeed. One man that's tricky on the ball goes off for one man that's tricky on the ball. Neither of them blessed with electric pace, so it's probably a similar threat in that position on the pitch now. Are they starting to up the tempo here, City? Foden can't replicate Kingsley Coman though, and on his right foot, that never really felt like it was going to fly into the back of the net, did it? They've pushed, they've pressed, it's not worked. Rasmus needed a better ball. Oh, nearly. Keeping them at bay so far. Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo again, looking for Haaland in the channel. Don't let him turn. Oh, Foden found. Oh, Nana with the save. Wow. I was just in the mascot look at the top of the screen. I just saw these pointy ears the other side of the advertising hoardings. I was like, what on earth is that? There he is. He's there again, look. Right, let's get rid of this, please. Brilliant save by Nana. That's just what you want from your man in between the sticks. And a game of this magnitude, and he's done it again. We just need to get someone in the way of this. And Nana is again. Oh, Foden's hit the post. It is drama all round on Derby Day. Get rid of that, please. Jeez Louise, how have they not scored another goal? 2 minutes of stoppage time added on. They need it now, City. They had to wait till the 98th minute to equalise against Arsenal in real life. There is no 98th minute here. Only 2. And we are in it and past it now. Ref, please. Whoa! That is huge. Not just because it's the derby, but for the ramifications in the league. We're now within touching distance of the top 2. A Premier League title challenge at Manchester United Season 1 was absolutely not on the cards. My guy there has completely lost his entire face, so that's how bad he feels about losing the derby. I don't care. You can lose your entire head, pal. All the fans in the forums will be. Oh, it's huge. It's so big. All we need to do now is go and beat Newcastle as well. And if we can win the games in between as now and then with Bournemouth and Wolves, then we could well be challenging for a Premier League title this season, which is, like we say, entirely unexpected. Well, you can hear the Bournemouth fans already, so that's obviously not changed since FC24. Kepa in goal for them, Kirkes, Senesi, Mosquera and Araujo, Billing and Adams, Sinistera, Semenyo, Justin Kluivert at cam, and Richarlison up top for them. They've Richarlison at 81, they've Evan Nielsen at 81, and there was another striker at 81 rated who evades me that they also had at striker as well. So they've got lots of options offensively. We're playing a bit of a rotated side here because, well, Bournemouth are 20th in the league, so this is absolutely a game that we should be expected to dominate and win. Although we thought that about Victoria Paulson yesterday, and we very nearly didn't get the victory in that game. That's poor there, though. Coman to Rashford. Xerxes got a hat-trick in that game against Paulson, so I've entrusted him here again today. But on this occasion, not able to find a way through. There's room for Rashford, but don't fancy it at the minute. Look for Xerxes here. Lovely take. Coman. Look for Xerxes again. Win it. Can you do it again, Kingsley? Nearly. Good stop by Kepa. Thanks. Oh, I've still got it, and it's in play still. No idea what happened there. Xerxes. It's just not making a predictable run, unfortunately. Rashford's here, though. Spin, turn, shoot, goal, save. On the follow-up. Coman first time. Probably should have looked for a pass. Nice ball by Richarlison for Semenyo. Touch is good. Saws across, can't get there. Richarlison's in some space. Harry Maguire. He drinks a vodka, he drinks a lager. His head's fucking massive. What is that then? I've just done a simple pass back to the goalkeeper. That wasn't even with the bumper button. That was just a regular pass. I think the passing in the rain needs a tweak. Some of it, when it slows up in the water, makes perfect sense. But the pace on that shot is just, or the pace on that pass is just silly. In real time, that looked absolutely stupid. Right, 1-0 Bournemouth then. It's gone down as a Mazraoui own goal, actually, not an Onana one, which is intriguing, considering Onana took the last touch. Bruno in front of Casemiro. Gets away from 2 slide challenges. Casemiro on the run of his life. Looking to slot Rasmus in. That's what Højlund does this season. There's no time to waste. Get that ball back to the centre circle. And let's get another. Can't quite believe that Casemiro's just made that run, can you? But you know, you absolutely believe that Rasmus tucked that home. I mean, they're in. Thank you, Andre. He nearly went up the other end and just went in front again. This is bottom of the table, Bournemouth, right now. Win that, Luke. Well up, lads. I'm wondering, someone mentioned in chat, actually, whether we could retrain Luke Shaw as a centre-back and still keep him in the squad and sign a new left-back. We, of course, are losing Maguire and Johnny Evans at the end of the season on a free. Not that we're really wanting to keep them. That's not really losing them, is it? So to speak. Win that back. Well in, Cobby. Bruno Fernandes. Rashford. Can he replicate his goal? Oh, the other day. No, he can't. He's driven it wide. Kirkes to Pasalic. Having to draw De Ligt out of position because Mazraoui's gone walkabout. Now Casemiro's going to have to get stuck in. De Ligt is back in position. That's going to be game. It's a 1-1 draw against Bournemouth. Although, let's be honest, they should never have gotten that goal, should they? I will absolutely be clipping that and sending it to the devs to be like, maybe tweak some of the passing in the wet. I'd be curious to know how much power I put on it, but still, I'm pretty sure I didn't put 7 bars worth of power on that pass. Oh well. A draw against the Cherries, and next up is a simmer against Wolves before we have the big game against Newcastle, although having now drawn that game and not won it, it's not quite as big a game as it was. Wolves away next. Obviously, could really do with a victory in this one if we're completely honest. But we keep getting draws in sims. We haven't won a sim in what feels like forever, and I'm not entirely too sure why that might be. If I check the calendar, I really can't recall. So we simmed Forest yesterday, 2-2 draw. The previous month we simmed the 2 European games. We lost them both. October, we simmed Brentford and Porto. We got a win against Porto and a win against Brentford. But since October, we haven't won a single simmed game. We've drawn 2, lost 2 in the 4 that we've had. And now with Newcastle coming up next, what could have been a game that might have seen us challenged to get to the top of the table, in actual fact, sees us 5 points off the top of the table, just trying to get back into the top 4. Well, that's not ideal, is it? A win against Newcastle would be ideal, though. What does Marcus Rashford have to say for himself? Thanks for all the first-team chances. I do expect a bit more from you, Marcus. I'm very intrigued to see what the YouTube comment section reckon about the future of your time at the club. Really not sure what chat and the YouTube comment section will say about Rashford, actually. But we have Newcastle at home now. And abso-bleeding-lutely, I'm desperate for 3 points. I think about it. He's 81 rated now, Xerxes, actually. But, I mean, Rasmus is just the man, isn't he? So it will be Rasmus that starts. Sorry, Mr. Xerxes. Newcastle United bring their 4-3-3 to Old Trafford. They have an injured 82 rated Valles in goal. Or out of goal. They don't have Nick Pope anymore. Dubravka's between the sticks. The rest of the side is very good. Nuno Mendes at left back. Everyone else is a real-life Newcastle player. So they've not been crazy busy in the summer transfer window, Newcastle. But the squad they've got already is pretty decent, isn't it? So we will probably have quite the game against them here. Hurlan will get that out quickly to Mazraoui. He's going to try and get it back. Ciatino. Oh, nice. Please be onside, Rasmus. Should I have squared it? Doesn't matter. He was offside. But if he was on, yes, I should have squared it. Ugarte. Bruno's there. He's got a man on his back, though. They do press Newcastle. But that means they might be vulnerable if we can break it. Mainu. Oh, it's just about to dink that. Apparently, Joelinton is really, really good this year. So we'll wait and see. Lisandro Martinez wins that back quite comfortably. And there is space here for Rasmus, who's in behind, and he's away from the defender. And Fabian Schär's not going to catch him, nor's Botman. And that's what happens when Rasmus is set free. Newcastle 0. Manchester United 1. They lose possession, and on the turnaround, their defence isn't tight enough. So composed at the front end of the pitch is Rasmus at the moment that ends up in the back of the net every time. And with only Dubravka in goal, with every due respect to him, that was always going to go in. 1-0 to the boys in red and white today. Ugarte's won that back. Again, Newcastle, the same mistake. Oh, Dubravka with a big save. Is that going to go out for a corner? I don't think it will. It's not going to make it. But again, they lose possession, and the centre-backs are just too split. There's so much room for Rasmus there. Now we know that is something that might be available to us. I will look to exploit that every possible time we can until they change it tactically. Mazraoui does well. Gordon went to close me down there. Garnacho's in a good bit of space here as well. Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes. It's 2. That's the first time Bruno Fernandes has scored from. He's doing the old Cole Palmer he is. Look at that. None of this nonsense. Cold and composed from Bruno Fernandes. That might even be the first goal he scored for me in a played game. Good finish though. Newcastle cut apart again. Oh, I missed the ball there. So Gordon might be 2-1 here. It is. That's my fault for missing the tackle, and Anthony Gordon halves the deficit pretty immediately. They're back into it, Newcastle. They have the quality of player to be able to do that, but if I'd have been able to make the tackle the first time before we played the 1-2, then it wouldn't have happened, would it? So, my mistake on defence, just as they've made mistakes in their defence, and at the minute, if anybody makes a mistake, the other side is punishing them. Dalot looking for Garnacho. If Rasmus makes a different run, I could have got him through. He is in. Rasmus for a third. Big save, Dubravka. Very big save. Oh, Sark's just spun him well and truly. Mazraoui's done really well. Mazraoui's been getting better and better as the season goes on, really. Garnacho's just going to drive inside. Look for Rasmus. He's got the defenders on their heels again! Oh, I thought it was in. Hence the explosion. I genuinely thought that had nestled in the top corner. So did half the ground, I think. Man on the outside of him. Dalot will go to Garnacho again. Got some dribbling feet of his own, though, Garnacho. Turns well. Finds Bruno. Nope, Rasmus. Thought I was going one way. Went the other, didn't I? Bruno, early. Oh, trying to catch the keeper out. Dubravka down to it well, though. Substitutions being made, and multiple of them. Well in, Bruno, and won it back as well. And there's that ball again. Harvey Barnes trying to bundle his way through. We've got a free kick in a very promising position here. Bruno Fernandes then. He's got his first goal of his Manchester United season for me earlier. Doesn't get another from the free kick. That's Mazraoui. 1-2. Play it about. Keep it calm. Space here for Amad Diallo, though. And he's going to exploit it as well. It's Bruno again. It's Rasmus to finish the game off! Now this one is a big set of 3 points. Just like Manchester City yesterday. We might have drawn with Bournemouth. We might have... Man City was the first game today, wasn't it? Might have drawn with Bournemouth. Might have drawn with Wolves. But we're beating those around us at the top end. Apart from Arsenal. And Liverpool, I think, actually. But that's brilliant play. It's arguably one of the best games of the season for us. Certainly the best episode of the season for us in terms of the calibre of sides that we've beaten in City and Newcastle, and with regards to the seasons they're having and the form they're in. Very, very, very promising display here, proving that maybe... Ref, Bruno injured there. He's not. He's fine. It's just a telling off. Maybe we are in a title fight. I really genuinely don't know at this stage. What is that, mate? It's supposed to go there. Bloody hell. Mason Mount, all the way out wide. Mazraoui's got Coman down the line. See ya. Bye. He's ridden the challenge well. Delivery's rubbish. Oh, Ugarte. No. Bruno. A hurt, injured Bruno. Ugarte. Digs it out. Rasmus! Oh, what a volley, what a save. Can we? A third would be lovely. Sorry, a fourth would be lovely. Mason Mount. Win the header. The game, I think, purposefully made him not win the header so it could blow the final whistle. I don't mind. Manchester United 3. Newcastle United 1. 2 big victories today. To be fair, it makes the draws even more frustrating. That goal for Bournemouth will haunt me if we miss out on something this season by a couple of points or less. Solid, solid, solid performance. Have to be happy with games like that and results like that. That's the Manchester United of old. The fixtures don't get any easier. We just played Newcastle and Manchester City, and we begin the January transfer window with Liverpool. Yikes! Okay, Liverpool, Burton, Southampton, Brighton, Rangers, Fulham and Steaua Bucuresti to come over the course of probably the next couple of episodes in the January transfer window. If we're completely honest, there's no way I'm simming like 3 or 4 games. So, no more than that. 1, 2, 3. There's no way I'm simming, 4 games. Not doing it. Not doing it. Okay. Well, I've asked you guys over the past couple of episodes what to do in the January transfer window. We have a £124 million budget. The total there, I believe, is the club worth. As you see there, 465 million. I think that's the club worth in that budget overview. So I don't know why the total says 468, unless the total is money in and money out. Overview. Profit, expenses. 229. No, it's not. I don't know what it is. Or earnings and expenditure. No, it's not even that. Don't know what the £468 million is, to be completely honest, but we know that the current budget is 124 mil, and we've got that to spend. What the overall is, I have absolutely no idea, but that's probably why we have the spreadsheet for the realistic road to glory, isn't it? So we can track everything ourselves, and if the game's going to mess itself about, then it doesn't matter. Join me tomorrow for the January transfer window. You'll have told me what to do over the past couple of days. Tomorrow, I enact that advice. Don't miss it. Subscribe to the channel to make sure that you don't. Come and join me on stream to see it live and have an in-the-moment input if something unexpected pops up. But for now, that's all from me for today. Thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one.